Hello students, welcome to my channel. Today we will learn Claisen condensation. Claisen condensation reaction is an organic coupling reaction that results in the formation of a CC bond, that is a carbon-carbon bond between either a single ester and one carbonyl compound or between two esters. Basically, the Claisen condensation reaction is a reaction between two ester molecules to form a beta-keto ester. The reaction proceeds when a strong base is present and the product of the reaction is beta-keto ester or a beta-diketone. Now we will see the reaction. This Claisen condensation reaction, it is named after its discoverer, the German chemist Rainer Ludwig Claisen. Here is the reaction where this is one molecule of ester. Here it is known as ester because it has a functional group COOR. This ester which we are using in Claisen condensation, it has two alpha protons. Now what are the alpha protons? So the protons which are attached to carbon atoms which is adjacent to the functional group, they are known as alpha proton. Here the functional group is this ester group. So we can take this carbonyl group here as a functional group. This is the carbon atom which is directly attached to this carbonyl group, that is known as alpha carbon atom, and the protons which are attached to this alpha carbon atom, they are known as alpha protons. These alpha protons are most acidic in nature, that's why they get abstracted by this base. Here this RONA, it is a base. The base will abstract one of the proton and give enolate ion. This enolate ion has a negative charge on the carbon atom, that is this negative charge on the carbon atom. This negatively charged carbon atom attacks on the carbonyl carbon of the second molecule of ester. This is a second molecule of ester and this is a carbonyl carbon atom which is electron positive in nature. So this negatively charged carbon atom attacks here at this carbon atom and it will give the product, that is beta keto ester. Here this part comes from the second molecule of ester and the green part comes from the first molecule of ester. Therefore, it is known as a condensation reaction between two ester molecules. Now, there are some requirements for Claisen condensation. The requirements are, the first requirement is a minimum of one reactant must have an alpha proton and can form an enolate anion upon deprotonation. Here, deprotonation means the abstraction of proton, and alpha proton I have explained to you. So there should be one reactant or one ester molecule which will have an alpha proton which is abstracted by the base present in the reaction. This is the basic requirement for Claisen condensation reaction. The second requirement is we have to avoid the base which will participate in the nucleophilic substitution reaction or nucleophilic addition reaction with a carbon belonging to the carbonyl functional group. Therefore, we need to choose the base very carefully for this Claisen condensation. An ideal base for this reaction is the sodium alkoxide, which is conjugate base of alcohol. So instead of using sodium hydroxide as a base, we are using here sodium alkoxide because this sodium alkoxide will not participate in the reaction. Now we will see the mechanism of Claisen condensation. This mechanism comprises 3 steps. Step 1 is step 1. In step 1, the strong base removes an alpha proton. When an alpha proton is removed by the strong base, it results in the generation of enolate ion. This enolate anion is relatively stable due to the delocalization of the negative charge that are electrons. So we know that the molecule is more stable when there is a delocalization of a charge. So the enolate ion which is formed here, it is stable due to the delocalization of the charge on the oxygen atom. Here is the representation of step 1. This Ro negative, it is the part of a strong base, that is alkoxide ion. It will abstract an alpha proton, that is this proton which is an alpha proton. When it abstracts this proton, this bonding pair of electron gets shifted here to form the double bond between this carbon atom and this carbon atom. When the double bond is formed between these two carbon atoms, the bond between carbon and oxygen will open on oxygen, and the oxygen gets negative charge, and there is a formation of bond between C and C. So this is an enolate ion which is formed in first step of this Claisen condensation. Now step 2. The carbonyl carbon belonging to the second ester reactant is now the target of a nucleophilic attack from the enolate anion. A new enolate anion is formed which is now resonance stabilized. The formation of this new enolate ion is illustrated here. So this is the enolate ion which we have got in the step 1. Here what happens, and this is the second molecule of ester. Here this negative charge on the enolate ion gets shifted here for the formation of carbon and oxygen double bond. As soon as the double bond between carbon and oxygen will form, the bond between carbon and carbon, that is the double bond between these two, will open on this carbon atom. When the bond between this opens on carbon atom, this carbon atoms becomes negatively charged, and this attacks on this carbon atom of the second molecule of ester, which is electrophilic in nature. Now how it is electrophilic? Because oxygen is more electronegative as compared to carbon atom. So when the bond opens, it opens on oxygen, and oxygen gets negative charge and carbon becomes positive. And we know that the bond is formed or attraction is there between negative and positive charges. So this, after opening of this double bond on this carbon atom, it becomes negative charge, and the negatively charged carbon atom attacks this positively charged carbon atom, and the bond between carbon and oxygen here opens on oxygen, so that we have this another molecule of enolate. Here there is a charge, negative charge on the oxygen atom. Now step 3. An aqueous acid like phosphoric acid or sulfuric acid, for example, is added to neutralize the negative charge on the enolate anion as well as any base which is still present. This leads to the formation of a beta diketone or a beta ketoester, which is immediately isolated, and simultaneously the leaving group is removed. The final step of the Claisen condensation mechanism is illustrated here. This is a second enolate ion which we have got in the step 2. Now here what happens, This negative charge on the oxygen gets shifted here so as to form the carbon-oxygen double bond. As soon as the double bond between carbon and oxygen forms, this OR group leaves. It leaves with a bonding pair of electron which is present between carbon and oxygen here. So it leaves. Therefore, we got this product. We will get this product. This is known as beta keto ester. Now, why it is known as beta keto ester? Because here the functional group is this ester group. So, the carbon atom which is adjacent to the functional group, it is numbered as alpha. So, this is alpha carbon atom and this is beta carbon atom. Here in this molecule, this product, there is a keto group present at the beta carbon atom. That's why it is known as beta keto and the functional group is ester. That's why it is beta keto ester. And this OR negative, it is the leaving group. This is the leaving group. Now, crossed Claisen condensation. In a mixed Claisen condensation or crossed Claisen condensation, an ester enolate or ketone enolate is condensed with an ester that cannot form an enolate. For example, a reaction of acetone. Acetone is a ketone which can form an enolate because of presence of the alpha protons, and methyl benzoate, that is an ester which cannot form enolate because of there is no presence of alpha proton, with sodium methoxide which is a strong base followed by aqueous acid forms 1-phenyl butane 1,3-dione alpha beta diketone. Here this is an acetone molecule which will form an enolate, and this is a methyl benzoate molecule which is attacked by the enolate. So here in this acetone molecule there are 6 alpha protons, 3 alpha protons from this CH3 group and 3 alpha protons from the another CH3 group. When the base, that is sodium methoxide, it will abstract a proton from here, that is CH3 group. It abstracts one proton from CH3 so as to form an enolate ion. After formation of enolate ion, this CH2 negative, it becomes CH2 negative. This CH2 negative attacks here at this carbon center and the bond opens on oxygen. And after workup procedure, we will get this diketone. This is a beta diketone molecule. Why it is known as a beta diketone? Because this is a ketone functional group. With respect to this ketone functional group, this carbon is alpha carbon atom and this carbon is beta carbon atom. Here at beta carbon atom there is a presence of keto group. That's why it is known as beta diketone. Diketone because 2 ketone groups are there. Now the difference between aldol and Claisen condensation. I have explained aldol condensation in my last video. If you have not seen the video, please look at the video. I will provide the link in the description box. So there is a difference between the aldol and Claisen condensation. Aldol reaction is the addition of enolates to aldehyde or ketones, whereas this Claisen condensation reaction is the addition of enolates to esters. So here the basic difference is with the reactants of both the reactions. In aldol reaction, the reactants are aldehyde or ketone, and in the Claisen condensation reaction, the reactants are esters. This is the basic difference. The major difference with the aldol reaction is the fact that the hydroxide cannot be used as a base because it could possibly react with the ester. Here, if you remember from my last video, that in aldol reaction there are two mechanisms. One is the base catalyzed aldol condensation and the another is the acid catalyzed aldol condensation. So in base catalyzed aldol condensation, we have to use the sodium hydroxide as a base because there is no possibility of the reaction of sodium hydroxide with aldehyde or ketone. Here there is a possibility of reaction between sodium hydroxide as a base with the ester molecule, which is a reactant in this Claisen condensation reaction. That's why we can't use here sodium hydroxide as a base. We have to use such a strong base which cannot be which cannot interfere in the reaction. That's why we are using here sodium alkoxides, as we have seen in the previous slides. Now, these are some examples of Claisen condensation reaction. So, you can see in the first example, this is the ester molecule. So, two ester molecules it will take up, and this is an sodium ethoxide molecule, which act as a base here in presence of the ethanol. And the last workup reaction is with H2O, H3O positive, that is hydronium ion, and we will get the product that is ethyl acetoacetate. It is a beta ketoester. Here in the second example, again we have taken the ester molecule and two molecules of ester it will take up. Sodium ethoxide is a base here, and we will get the beta ketoester as a product. In the third example, this is an example of intramolecular Claisen condensation reaction. Why it is known as intramolecular? Because there are two ester groups which are present in the same molecule. This is the first ester group and this is the second ester group which is present. So we need not to have two molecules of ester, because in the same molecule there are two ester groups which are present. So they will condense with each other. One will form an enolate ion, and after formation of enolate ion, it will attack on the carbonyl carbon of the another. So obviously it will form a ring. So here we will get beta ketoester, but the ketone is present in the ring. Here in the fourth example, this is one ester molecule and this is the another ester molecule. This ester molecule is having alpha protons, so this will be abstracted by the proton so as to create an enolate ion, and this enolate ion reacts with this carbonyl carbon to form this beta ketoester molecule. Thank you. And if you like the video, please like, share and subscribe, and do comment in the comment box. Thank you.